How low is too low for daily water intake after 60? Physician reveals the real dehydration risk. Have you ever wondered if you're drinking enough water each day? Many people have heard that everyone should drink 8 glasses of water a day. But after age 60, is that really the best advice? Or could you be drinking less than your body truly needs without even knowing it? The answer may surprise you because the first signs of dehydration are often easy to miss. In this video, you'll learn what physicians look for, why daily water needs can change as we get older, and how to recognize the point where too little water may begin to affect your health. The reason starts with how the body changes over time. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes weaker. That means your body may already need more fluids before you even feel thirsty. At the same time, your kidneys, which help keep the right balance of water and minerals, may not work as efficiently as they once did. Research suggests these natural changes can make older adults more likely to become dehydrated, especially during hot weather, illness, or busy days when drinking water is easy to forget. Many people believe dehydration only happens when you feel very thirsty or spend hours in the heat. But that is only part of the story. Mild dehydration can develop slowly and may show up as tiredness, dizziness, dry mouth, or trouble thinking clearly. These signs are often mistaken for normal aging. Which brings us to an important question: how much water is actually too little after 60? The answer is not one simple number, and understanding why could help you protect your energy, your balance, and your independence. In the next section, you can begin by explaining why thirst becomes a less reliable signal after age 60 and how that leads many older adults to drink less than their bodies need. Have you ever finished a busy day and realized you hardly drank any water, yet you never felt thirsty? This becomes much more common after the age of 60. The reason is surprisingly simple. The body's thirst signal is not as strong as it was in younger years. Think of thirst as your body's reminder system. When you're younger, that reminder usually comes early, giving you plenty of time to drink before your body loses too much fluid. As you get older, that reminder often comes later. By the time you notice you are thirsty, your body may already be running low on the fluids it needs. Research suggests this change happens because the brain becomes less sensitive to small changes in the body's water balance. In simple terms, your body does not send the same clear message that it once did. This is a normal part of aging, but it also means you cannot always depend on thirst alone to tell you when to drink. This matters because water supports almost every part of your body. It helps carry nutrients to your cells, keeps your blood flowing well, and allows your muscles and joints to work smoothly. Even a small drop in your body's water level may leave you feeling less energetic, make it harder to stay focused, or increase the chance of feeling unsteady when you stand up. The good news is that you do not have to wait for thirst before taking action. Many physicians encourage older adults to make drinking fluids part of their daily routine instead of treating it as something to do only when they feel thirsty. A glass of water with each meal, another between meals, or keeping a water bottle nearby can make it much easier to stay on track. But thirst is only one piece of the puzzle. The next question is even more important. If thirst is no longer a reliable guide, how do you know how much water your body actually needs each day? So, how much water do you really need each day? Many people hope there is one simple answer. But the truth is, there is no single number that is right for everyone after the age of 60. Research and health guidelines suggest that daily fluid needs depend on many factors. Your body size, activity level, the weather, and even the foods you eat all play a part. Some medical conditions and medicines can also change how much fluid your body needs. That is why two healthy people of the same age may not need the exact same amount of water each day. For many older adults, a good starting point is about 2 to 3 liters of fluids each day. This includes more than just plain water. Milk, soup, tea, coffee, and water-rich foods like oranges, cucumbers, tomatoes, and watermelon all add to your daily fluid intake. If your doctor has told you to limit fluids because of a heart or kidney condition, always follow that advice instead of general recommendations. Instead of trying to reach one exact number every day, it helps to build steady habits. Drink a glass of water when you wake up. have another with each meal. Keep a drink nearby when reading, watching television, or spending time outdoors. Small, regular sips throughout the day are often easier than trying to drink several large glasses all at once. If your body is actually getting enough? The answer lies in a few simple signs that many people overlook, and they can tell you far more than the number of glasses you drink each day. Let's take a pause. Kindly subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments section where you are listening from. Thank you. So, when does drinking too little water become a real concern? There is no single point that fits everyone. Instead, physicians look for the point where your body can no longer replace the fluids it is losing. That is when the risk of dehydration begins to rise. Every day, your body loses water in natural ways. You lose it when you breathe, sweat, and use the bathroom. Even while you sleep, your body continues to lose small amounts of fluid. If you do not replace those losses over the day, your body starts to work harder to keep everything in balance. At first, the changes may be small. Your blood becomes a little more concentrated, meaning it contains less water. Your heart may have to work a bit harder to move blood around your body, and your cells may not get the water they need to work at their best. Research suggests that even mild dehydration may be linked to lower energy, slower thinking, and a higher chance of feeling dizzy or losing your balance in older adults. This is the hidden threshold that many people miss. It is not simply about drinking less than a certain number of glasses. It is the moment when your fluid intake is no longer enough to match what your body is losing. That point can come sooner during hot weather, after physical activity, or when you are sick with a fever, vomiting, or diarrhea. The good news is that you do not have to guess. Your body often gives you simple clues before dehydration becomes severe. Learning to notice those clues can help you make small changes before a minor problem becomes a bigger one. And that brings us to one of the most useful parts of this topic. Instead of counting every glass of water, there are a few easy signs you can check each day that give a much clearer picture of whether your body is getting the fluids it needs. If counting glasses of water is not the best way to judge your hydration, what should you watch instead? Physicians often look at the signals your body gives you every day. These signs can tell you much more than a number on a water bottle. One of the easiest signs is the color of your urine. If it is pale yellow, that usually means you are well hydrated. If it becomes dark yellow or amber, it may be a sign that your body needs more fluids. Some vitamins and medicines can change urine color, so this is only one clue, not the whole picture. The next sign is how often you need to use the bathroom. Most healthy adults urinate several times during the day. If you notice you are going much less often than usual, it could mean your body is trying to hold on to water. Paying attention to changes in your normal routine is often more helpful than comparing yourself with someone else. Another useful marker is an unexpected change in body weight. Your weight can naturally go up or down a little from day to day. But if you lose a few pounds in a short time without trying, especially during hot weather or an illness, part of that loss may be water instead of body fat. That is one reason doctors often check weight along with other signs of hydration. Your body can also send clear messages through the way you feel. Dry lips, a dry mouth, headaches, feeling more tired than usual, muscle cramps, dizziness when standing up, or trouble concentrating may all be signs that you need more fluids. These symptoms can have other causes too, but they should never be ignored. The best approach is to look at the whole picture instead of focusing on just one sign. When you combine these simple clues, you get a much better idea of how well your body is staying hydrated. But there is another lesson that many people remember best, and it comes from a real-life story that shows how easy it is to miss the early signs. Sometimes the biggest challenge with dehydration is not the lack of water itself. It is that the warning signs can look like something else. Many older adults may think they are simply feeling tired because they are getting older, when there may be another reason behind those changes. Consider a 72-year-old man named David. Over several weeks, he noticed that he had less energy in the afternoon. He found himself taking more breaks while doing simple tasks around the house. He also felt a little unsteady when getting up from his chair, but he assumed this was just a normal part of aging. During a routine visit, his physician asked a few simple questions about his daily habits. One detail stood out. David was drinking very little during the day because he did not feel thirsty and did not want to make frequent trips to the bathroom. He thought he was making a smart choice, but his body was not getting enough fluid to support its normal functions. After reviewing his habits, his doctor suggested small changes, such as adding fluids with meals and keeping a drink nearby during the day. Over time, David noticed that his afternoon tiredness improved, and he felt more comfortable moving around. This does not mean every case of tiredness is caused by dehydration. Fatigue can have many causes, including poor sleep, stress, medication effects, or health conditions. But this story shows why small changes in daily habits are worth paying attention to. Research suggests that older adults may not always recognize early signs of low fluid levels. This is why regular routines can be so helpful. Waiting until you feel extremely thirsty may mean you have already missed an earlier signal. The lesson is simple: changes in energy, focus, or balance should not always be dismissed as just getting older. Sometimes, a small daily habit can make a meaningful difference. But hydration is only effective when you know you are measuring it correctly, and many people make mistakes when judging their own fluid needs. Many people want to stay healthy, but small daily habits can sometimes work against them without them realizing it. When it comes to hydration, a few common mistakes may make it harder for your body to maintain the fluid balance it needs. One common mistake is waiting until you feel thirsty before drinking. Thirst is helpful, but it is not always the first sign that your body needs more fluid. As we age, that signal may become less noticeable, which means relying on thirst alone may cause some people to drink less than they need. Another mistake is thinking that all drinks affect the body in exactly the same way. Many older adults enjoy coffee or tea, and these can still count toward your daily fluid intake. However, if most of your day's drinks come from caffeinated beverages and you are not drinking enough other fluids, you may fall short of what your body needs. Balance is the key. The third mistake is forgetting that your fluid needs can change. A normal day at home may require a different amount of fluid than a hot summer afternoon outside. When you sweat more, your body loses more water. Illness can also increase fluid loss, especially with fever, vomiting, or diarrhea. During these times, paying closer attention to your intake becomes more important. This is why hydration should not be treated as a fixed routine that never changes. Your body's needs can shift from one day to the next depending on your activities, environment, and health. The good news is that avoiding these mistakes does not require a complicated plan. A few simple habits, like drinking regularly throughout the day, choosing a variety of fluids, and increasing awareness during hot weather or illness, can help support better hydration. But staying hydrated is not only about what you drink. The foods you eat, your daily routines, and even your living environment can all influence how well your body holds on to fluids. Understanding these factors can help you build a hydration routine that fits your life. Staying hydrated does not have to feel difficult or require major changes to your daily routine. In most cases, the best approach is to create simple habits that make drinking enough fluids easier and more natural. One helpful habit is to connect drinking water with activities you already do every day. For example, you can have a glass of water after brushing your teeth, with breakfast, or before taking your daily walk. When hydration becomes part of a regular routine, you are less likely to forget it. Another simple step is to make fluids easy to reach. Keeping a water bottle or a glass nearby while reading, watching television, or spending time in the kitchen can serve as a helpful reminder. Small sips throughout the day are often easier for many older adults than trying to drink a large amount all at once. Your meals can also support hydration. Foods like soups, fruits, vegetables, yogurt, and smoothies contain water and can add to your daily fluid intake. Choosing these foods regularly can be especially helpful on days when drinking enough feels challenging. It is also important to plan ahead. If you are going outside, traveling, or spending time in warm weather, bring a drink with you. Many people become dehydrated simply because water is not available when they need it. For older adults who worry about nighttime bathroom trips, adjusting timing may help. Drinking most of your fluids earlier in the day and reducing large amounts close to bedtime may make it easier to stay comfortable while still meeting your needs. The goal is not perfection. Your body does not need you to follow a strict schedule every single day. What matters most is creating steady habits that support your health over time. Small actions, repeated consistently, can help protect your energy, movement, and independence. But there is one more important area to understand: knowing when normal dehydration signs become warning signs that should not be ignored. Most days, small changes in your drinking habits are enough to support better hydration. But there are times when your body sends stronger signals that should not be ignored. Knowing these warning signs can help you take action before a problem becomes more serious. One important sign is feeling confused, unusually sleepy, or having trouble thinking clearly. The brain depends on proper fluid balance to work well, and sudden changes in mental sharpness can be a sign that your body needs attention. Feeling very dizzy, especially when standing up, is another warning sign. While occasional lightheadedness can happen for many reasons, repeated dizziness may increase the risk of falls. For older adults, preventing falls is an important part of staying independent and safe. You should also pay attention to signs such as a very dry mouth, extreme weakness, a fast heartbeat, or very little urine for a long period of time. These symptoms may suggest that your body is struggling to maintain the fluid balance it needs. More serious warning signs include fainting, severe confusion, chest pain, or difficulty staying awake. These symptoms need medical attention because they may be linked to a more serious health problem, not just dehydration. It is also important to remember that some people need extra care when it comes to fluids. Adults with heart problems, kidney disease, or certain medical conditions may have special fluid instructions from their healthcare provider. Drinking more water is not always the right solution for everyone, which is why personal medical advice matters. The goal is not to worry about every small change in your body. It is to become more aware and respond when something feels different from your normal. Your body often gives signals before a problem becomes severe. Learning to listen to those signals, while keeping simple daily habits, can help you protect your health as you age. As we finish, let's bring everything together. The key lessons about hydration after 60, the one simple action you can start today, and how small choices can support a healthier, more independent life. After 60, staying hydrated is not about forcing yourself to drink a perfect amount every single day. It is about understanding your body, noticing changes, and building simple habits that support your health over time. Today, we learned that water needs can change as we age. Thirst may not always be the strongest signal. Daily fluid needs are different for each person, and small signs like changes in energy, urine color, or dizziness can provide helpful clues. We also explored why hot weather, illness, and certain health conditions can change how much fluid your body needs. The most important lesson is this: you do not have to make a huge change to support better hydration. Start with one simple action today. Place a glass of water somewhere you will see it often, and make it part of a daily routine you already follow. Small steps repeated consistently can make a real difference. I would love to hear from you. How many glasses of water do you usually drink in a day, and do you find it harder to remember to drink water as you get older? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help someone else who has the same challenge. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with a family member or friend who may benefit from learning more about healthy hydration after 60. And remember, your health needs are unique. If you have heart disease, kidney problems, or you have been told to limit your fluid intake, speak with your healthcare provider before making major changes to how much you drink. Healthy aging is built through small, consistent choices. A simple glass of water today is one small step towards supporting your energy, balance, and independence for years to come. Kindly subscribe to my channel and follow for more educating videos. Thank you.